Hello, everyone. My name is Hirumi, and this is kind of a small demo of what season might look like. I just created a simple Wix website. And I guess starting from the top, we have this tabular structure, home, order online, and contact for like possible help that a customer may need, and logins for chefs that have been approved in the enrollment process and or for users. And I think it was important for me having these like buttons all over the landing page in order for users to be able to like easily order food. They know where to go when using this website. So going to the main part of this website, we kind of started off with this problem-centric message, get your favorite cravings homemade. This is the premise of the entire idea behind Season. You may be living in an area where you might not have like all the options that you want in terms of food. So season is a solution, therefore. And then we also have this call to action button, find me food. So for those people that fit this message of, they want their favorite cravings homemade, then they just press this find me food button. And then scrolling down, this is sort of like the main component and what makes season. So you go down and you kind of see an overview of the chefs that are available within the area. And these are just like a few of them. If there were like more than 3 or something, I was planning to like, having like a scroll feature here, but this is just like the most simplest form of what season might look like. So we have chefs with the names such as Kyle, Molly, David, and each with their own specialty. So Kyle specializes in Southeast Asian dishes, Molly in Italian, David in Korean and Japanese dishes. And respectively, they all have their order now buttons. And when you press on this button, what is supposed to happen is it goes to a screen displaying all the menu options for that specific chef. And similar to that idea, there's also the option of ordering specific foods. And this section will specifically highlight most popular dishes. So in this case here, I just added templates with chicken katsu curry and beef chow fun, each with their own description and also a price. And these prices are the average prices of these dishes. And I say average because I'm not going to limit, or I wasn't planning to limit the number of the cuisine operations within a certain area. So for what that basically means is a certain area can have multiple Japanese operations, it can have multiple Korean operations. It really does not matter. And this is just like an average using like some simple like data aggregation is what it's supposed to be. And once you click order now, it'll show you all the available like menu options that contain that certain dish. So if you click on chicken katsu curry, the idea is that you would go to another screen where you see a bunch of menus that contain chicken katsu curry. So that might be something like a Japanese operation, right? Because katsu is Japanese. Going further down, this is kind of where the whole enrollment process can happen. So going from left to right, we start with becoming a chef. So once they click this sign up button or the sign up link, then they get passed through this like account creation page where you fill out personal information such as like name, address, birth date, age, current location. Current location is really important because similar to the idea of DoorDash, you don't really want people to be out of like a certain radius, say like 5 miles, right? Because you don't want to be picking up something that's super far away because that kind of defeats the purpose of convenience. But in addition to that, chefs would also have to go through background checks and also meeting food certification guidelines so that they are upholding those safety practices. And also, once they have signed up and actually become verified as a chef, then the idea is that they create an account and then they can have additional features that they can access to compared to a normal user, where they can sign up for ghost kitchens that are available within the area. And then moving on to the user, becoming a user, you don't have to do as much because, you don't really have to go through like the whole kitchen safety practices and everything. But yeah, if you want to become a user, then you click that link. And then also for the app, this is mentioned in my project report, but in terms of like the distribution and the medium, I'm initially planning it for it to be just solely a website that can be accessed by either a computer or electronic device. And this would act as a minimal viable product. And once functionality is pretty solid for that. And, my customer base seems to be increasing, then I'm planning to develop the application itself, which can be in the form of like a web application or a mobile application. And then just at the bottom, I created just like a simple like mailing list sign up thing where if people want to stay up to date on the latest like menus or the newest chefs like coming down or something, then they can easily just sign up here. And then at the bottom, I just have like simple social media logos. And this is for increased user base and also user retention. I think keeping in touch with your customers is really important, especially in this like digital society. And it'll also be important for getting new customers, such as like food bloggers or food reviewers that are very frequent users on these platforms. But yeah, that's just a small demo of Seasoned.